Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the 808 podcast where I interview business owners, CEOs, and whoever else I feel like. 4 questions, 8 minutes and 8 seconds, because 808 looks like Bob. And here we go. Question number 1 in a few sentences. Tell me who you are and what do you do?
Hello, Bob. First of all, thank you for having me on your show. Lovely to be here. My name is Holly Lee. I'm actually a certified career coach, recruiter turned coach. I have a passion in helping senior to executive level who are truly stuck in their career, lost, and needed guidance in landing a position, the right position with their ideal company. In this case, a lot of them are coming to me with FAANG technology companies. And
Perfect.
a little bit
Holly,
about me.
That's it. Love it there. Question number 2. What advice would you like to share? Go.
I would love to share more of the how than anything else, because the number one reason that a lot of people, one, lacks career growth, promotion passing them by, don't understand why. Every single thing from landing the right position with any company at all, and not just top tech companies, is storytelling. Storytelling is an area where a lot of people don't think to minimize to, I recommend 30 to 45 seconds. In fact, I have the entire YouTube playlist called Amazon Leadership Principle, questions and answer, walking you through step by step, holding your hand with my template. So do check that out and create your own story. If you're able to do that, you could stick within 30 seconds to 45.
Perfect. So what are some of the things that people need to do in that 35 to 40-second story?
That's a good question. If you really look at my template and following my step, it's forcing you to think outside of the box, right? This is not just getting a job at Amazon. It's getting a job with anybody. If you're not able to talk about your career failure, you will have a career failure. Trust me, by the end of the 3-minute tutorial, because I'm walking you and making you think of a time where things didn't work out and how did you come about for it? What was your learning lesson? And you have an example to follow. So generally, I would say 100% of my audience could come up with their own template in a short period of time.
Perfect. So can you give me an example of one of your someone that you know who used your template and got the job they wanted?
Excellent question. I have just take the holiday, for example. In end of November, I have a principal program manager from a very small company that approached me. And this person was with the company for about 8+ years. He couldn't land a single job in 8 years. When he came to me, he said, Holly, I think I have a communication problem because he is in Korean descent. And I said, no, I have an accent. Most of us do. If you look at the tech company, 80% are diverse. English is not a first language. And I said, here, look, let's talk about storytelling. I'm going to teach you how to write your story. First of all, everything is free on YouTube, right? Once you have your story, I will review them to make them perfect, which means I don't write it for you, but I'll teach you the corporate terminology where you have large scale and scope. And I talk a lot about that in my free content as well. Once he does that, I said, here's a trick. Practice, look in the mirror, use Zoom, look at the camera 50 times at the bare minimum. And boom, within 7 weeks, and now he accepted a job offer. That's just one out of many, many examples. You just have to follow the process.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's only an 8-minute, 8-second podcast, so we have enough time for one example, not a ton of them there. So let's get to question number 3. So what other top CEOs, business owners, or influencers that you know are successful, just like you, that you want to give a shout out to?
The one person that came to mind immediately was when I started my journey as a career coach about 2 years ago, and I was frightened to start a YouTube channel to talk about career tips and strategies because there are so many thousands of us. Andy Lastivetta is well, him and I haven't really had a live conversation, but I would consider us peer being in the same coaching program. He's amazing. And through his YouTube channel, I've learned a lot to just be comfortable in front of the camera. I would say that if you are prepping for any kind of deals, it's not just landing a job, even a business presentation, closing a sale, his overall presentation and confidence was what really intrigued me. And that's how I guess I was able to do what I'm doing, live streaming twice a week.
Perfect.
So I got to give him a lot of credit for that.
Well, I appreciate it. I'll give him a shout out there. So let's get to question number 4. Holly, this is the final fun question. Tell me about your first sale.
Oh my goodness. My first sale, you talking about as my own business or first sale? Because
We can go anywhere between first sale for this business all the way back to lemonade stands, whatever you want to do.
let's talk about my first sale as a career coach. One of the things I do is I don't take consultation call. I know is really crazy for a business owner to not do that. I don't do it because I want the right ideal audience to come to me. I don't want to just take clients because in the end, you will spend more time. I don't mean to be rude, to cleaning up the wrong clientele. So what I do is when a client comes to me, I need to figure out really what is their pain point. More importantly, what have they done that isn't working? In this case, I'm getting so many executives and leaders wanting to get into companies such as Amazon, but I need to know if they're the right fit for me, and they need to know that. From the moment people as in professional realize that you don't just want to take the money or not sure if you're able to deliver with credibility, I immediately sent them my landing pages. They see the endorsement. They see a lot of the leaders in the industry, and off of the industry, I'm able to help, like aerospace, for example, construction background, military. It doesn't really take that long. I wanted to say that in general, it's probably about 2 or 3 emails back and forth, and they are a customer. So
Right.
people really want to know if you can deliver more so than jumping on the phone and spending an hour with them. I don't see any value in that.
Right. Yeah. I tell people don't do free consult calls. You get the people who are the
Mm-mm.
fishes.
And they
I
talk
always
themselves out
remember.
of it.
Yep. I did a webinar once where we did the free offer everything. Lady gets on. First thing she says is, I just go on these for the freebies and that's all I want.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So that part there, I was like, okay, you're one of those people.
No
That's
more.
there.
Yep.
So, hey, Holly, you have 1 minute and 43 seconds left. You can do some promo time. You can ask me a question. You can talk about your awesome background, whatever you want. Or since the best know when to end, be concise and when to end early, we end early. Go for it.
I actually have one thing that's really dear to the heart with me, and I wanted to give the one tip for all of you guys who are actually looking to land a job. Let's say that you are affected by the pandemic, which is 90% of the world.
Mhm.
Guys, listen very carefully. Please, please, please do not take a job invite with all this Google and all the Facebook, all the Amazon, when you know deep down that you have no clue what the inner process is like when you're not ready. Please do your due diligence. I just mentioned Andy's name. I just mentioned all of the freebies that I provided on my channel. Everything is free, guys. Google.com, YouTube.com, Glassdoor.com. There are so many .coms out there. So do your homework and work hard. If you don't do the work, you can have 10 interviews and won't land a single job.
Love it. Love it. I 100% agree. Hey, you got 40 seconds left. Do you want to do some promo time? And if you don't, that's okay.
I'm good. I'm good. I just want to make sure the listener really listened and do the due diligence.
Absolutely. You pulled it off. 4 questions in 8 minutes and 8 seconds. Holly, why is it 8 minutes and 8 seconds?
Because it's Bob.
Exactly there. There we go. Hey, your website, say it real quick.
HollyLee.co, not com, co.
.co. It's in the description. It's magic. Holly, thank you so much for being on. Tip of the hat to you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And for
Have a
everyone
good
else
one.
watching or listening, make sure I am legally required to tell you to like, share, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, whatever the heck social media network tells you all to do. You all have a wonderful day. Now, talk to you later. Bye.